Your body might not be weak. You might have decent arms, a decent chest, even abs. But there is one muscle that makes your physique look small regardless. And the craziest part? 90% of people don't train it at all. On screen, there are two identical characters. Same body fat, same arms, same chest. But one looks like a tutorial NPC. The other, a final boss. The difference? This muscle. And today you'll learn which muscle makes you wider visually, why your body looks narrow even if you lift, and how to start developing it at home. And at the end, I'll show the mistake that makes people train for years and still never get that V-taper. Most people think visual power comes from biceps, chest, or abs. No, the human brain evaluates silhouette strength in a split second, and the first thing creating massiveness is upper body width. That's why a guy with smaller arms but a wider top often looks more powerful than a guy with huge arms and a narrow silhouette. The culprit here is the middle and upper back, specifically the traps and lateral delts. But there is one muscle almost no one notices, the serratus anterior. Yes, it sounds like a Dark Souls boss, but it creates that armored silhouette around your ribs and armpits. When it's weak, the body looks flat. When developed, the upper torso starts looking 3D. And here's where it gets interesting. You don't skip it on purpose. You've just never heard of it. Because a typical gym bro routine looks like press, bicep, more bicep, selfie. The problem is, most exercises give this muscle too little load. Even worse, people literally turn it off with their technique. For example, push-ups. Yes, the exercise everyone does. If you just move up and down like a shopping mall elevator, your serratus anterior barely works. But if you push your shoulders forward at the top point, then it starts engaging like crazy. That's why pro fighters, gymnasts, and calisthenics athletes have that armored upper body. They constantly use scapular protraction. If that sounds too complicated, don't worry. In a minute, I'll show a super simple test that will instantly reveal if this muscle is weak. And yes, most people fail it on the first try. Here's a quick test. Face a wall. Put your hands on it. Try to slowly push your torso away from your shoulder blades without bending your elbows. If your shoulder blades stick out like chicken wings, congratulations, your serratus anterior is sleeping. This is called winged scapula. And no, the problem isn't just visual. A weak serratus anterior worsens posture, makes shoulders unstable, reduces pressing strength, and can even cause shoulder pain. So you don't just look worse, you're literally losing performance. That's why many people train chest for years, but still look narrow, because their frame doesn't hold its shape. It's like putting huge tires on a rusty grocery cart. Good news? This muscle reacts very quickly, and you don't need weird machines from a supervillain's basement. Here are the 3 best exercises. First, scapular push-ups. Push-ups using only your shoulder blades, no bending your arms. At first, it'll feel like you're trying to move your body with the power of thought. That's normal. Second, wall slides. Back against the wall, elbows pressed. Slide your arms up while keeping contact. Doesn't look cool, but your shoulders will thank you later. Third, dumbbell punches. Take light dumbbells and punch the air forward with full protraction. This movement creates that armor effect around your torso. But here's the mistake that kills all progress. Most people try to make their upper body look bigger by training only what's visible from the front. Chest, arms, abs. But the human body is perceived as a silhouette. If your shoulder blades are unstable, shoulders tight, and upper back doesn't hold shape, you'll never look truly powerful. That's why some natural athletes look huge even in a t-shirt, while some jacked guys look like their character model was forgotten to be rendered. Now back to the mistake I mentioned. People train this muscle, but kill it with their posture. Phone, hunchback, shoulders forward. You can do exercises perfectly, but if you sit like a shrimp for 8 hours a day, the body turns this muscle off again. So developing this zone isn't just training, it's how you hold your torso all day. Now you understand why the body can look weak, even if the muscles are there. Sometimes the problem isn't size, it's structure. A developed serratus anterior makes your silhouette wider, improves posture, visually enhances chest and shoulders, and gives that athletic look. The best part? Most people ignore it, so progress comes very quickly. Try these for at least 3 weeks, then look at your old photos. Subscribe if you want to not just lift, but actually change how your body looks. 90% of people train the wrong muscles for visual mass. Are you one of them? What makes a physique more powerful? Huge arms or the right silhouette?